You're watching Wall Street Confidential, the opportunities when oil spikes. Of course, we know that when oil spikes, we buy oil and ag. We sell retail. But there's one opportunity, Jim, you think people are just overlooking.
Well, I mean, I'm looking at this shearing plow this morning, and I'm just saying, well, what were people thinking when they sold this stock down to 13? Did they really think it was a brain-dead company? This happens to be the most levered to weak dollar drug company, by far. It has lots of drugs that are not about to go off patent. Everyone's just looking at this as a pure Vytorin play. Fred Hassan bought Organon in order to be able to diversify away from Vytorin, and it wasn't a shocker that the company reported great numbers. It was only a shock to every single person who writes on it and opines on it. There's value in some of these drug stocks. I think that Merck has a lot in the pipeline. Seems very, very compelling to me. I had to listen to the J.P. Gourmier, the outgoing CEO of Glaxo, and I said, oh man, this is a bad story. And then I start listening, and it's like, well, 2011, 2012, meantime you got that 5% yield. So it's better than Pfizer, which has stuff in the pipeline. And then I interviewed the CEO of Becton Dickinson this morning, and geez, that was a blowout quarter. That stock could go up 10 points from here. It's got some big Medicare stuff that's going to go its way in terms of reimbursements. Its raw costs were supposed to be up big, but it didn't really hurt it. There's value in this group. And you know, people are willing to buy General Mills at 60 with a big component that's ag, although much less than people realize because it's mostly marketing. They should be looking at a couple of these drug stocks that are delivering double-digit earnings growth and are selling at single multiples.
So tell me, Jim, what is exactly then the relationship between when oil goes up or down and the effect on the drug industry?
Look, if retail is down because oil's up, and people say, well, you know what, people are only going to spend on they're only going to spend on food and they're going to spend on fuel, okay? Mm-hmm. Well, no, they're still going to spend on drug. I think the drugs, look, candidly, if you knew McCain was going to win, I think the drug stocks would move 25%.
Sure.
So I just think that there's very low risk to this group. May not have great reward, although I think shearing goes right to 22.
Okay, thanks very much again. All of these on realmoney.com as well. Jim Cramer. I'm Farnoosh Torabi. Stay tuned.